Hi guys, hopefully that's working. I've had to do a different setup with a new camera and I'm trying to work it out. Let's just post onto YouTube, not to use it onto Facebook, and see if anyone's about. I did put a little pre-warning up a little while ago, but I don't know how many people have seen it, so we will post as well. Because I'm going through this software, I don't actually know if anyone's watching, so if you are, hi. There's supposed to be a way to bring up the chat. I brought it up last time and I don't remember how I did it, so I am going to look and see. Hopefully we can work it out. So bear with me when I try to find it. There was definitely a chat last time, wasn't there? Because I was able to see you all. So let's have a look. Where was it last time? Not that. I don't know how I saw the chat last time. Anyone used OBS? Can you tell me where I find the chat? It was also there last time. Let's check to see on YouTube. If I turn my volume down, we can check on my phone and see if anyone's with me for the minute. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so saying no one's here. Oh, someone's here. Whoever's here, I am working on finding the chat. It was in this software last time and it's disappeared and I can't work out how. It was there before. I just don't understand where it's gone now. This chat was on it automatically last time and I don't know where it's disappeared to now. But anyway, I thought we were gonna give a go on one of those scratch away colour things. It should be pink underneath, which can be really good fun. But as per usual, I don't know what I'm doing. It took me ages to work out how to fix the sound on this because it's taken sound from 2 different devices. And that wasn't great. How did I see the chat last time? I've got the video pulled up on my laptops, on my phone at the moment, so hopefully if someone does comment I can see until I work out where the chat's gone. I don't understand why it's not there this time when it was there last time. I honestly don't know how the chat was in it last time, but I had a chat tool last time so I could chat to you all. Is that it? Nope, I think that might have put something down on my other thing. Why is it down there? There we go, look there. Okay, now it's just put it in the wrong place on my thing, but that's a start. We're getting there. How do we make that not be along there? Oh, no, I made it disappear again. Did I make it go back on here? I did. How do I just pull it up beside it, not in it? Nope, I just want it in there. Okay, there we go. I think I've worked out the chat. Be a miracle if I do this first time around, wouldn't it? Never gonna do it. What we are almost 5 minutes in and I've only just worked out how to sort out the chat. This is real clever of me. It's a good job no one's around at the moment. It says someone's in, so whoever you are, sorry that it's been such a nightmare. There's a delay on my YouTube video versus what I see on my screen, so you should see a little more things soon. Hopefully it's all correct. Let me know if you can hear me alright. I've done a load of tests and it looks like the sound is working correctly now with the new cameras. But what do you think? It's not got quite the whole picture in. It's got just slightly off both sides. But I think enough that it will be fine. The attachment I got, this new long pole, isn't quite as long as I was expecting, so I can't get it quite as high as I hoped. I'd actually hoped to have it over the back and hanging over the front, but it's not long enough, so I've had to have it on the side beside me. But hopefully you can see that. So we are going to do this. We've got this one, which should be pink. Now, it came with a piece of wood to scratch with it, which I don't like. So I've actually raided one of my other scratch sets and got the metal thing, which is more the thing that I'd be using. So we're going to use that. Hello, it says there's 2 people here. I've still got it open on my phone. It's a little delayed, but it's open on my phone so I can see how many people are actually here and whether I'm talking to myself, because it doesn't seem to give me any details on here to whether I have anyone actually on the stream. I can't see where it says if there's anyone around. But then how long did it take me to find the time and how long last time? So we're getting there, aren't we? Slowly. Just, you have to bear with me while I work it all out. Yeah, I don't think... What's the stats one? Should we have a look? No, don't think that's it, is it? I really don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't think it shows. Yeah, there's nothing on there that's saying that I'm live. Let's make that go away. So, yeah, I guess it's not possible to see how many people are viewing through the OBS. I don't know if anyone else can tell me. It says someone's here. No one's commenting, but it says someone's here. But I'm just going to go with it anyway. I don't know. Maybe if I pull up... it's a bit dusty. I do use these if it gets dusty. If I pull up Chrome down onto my thing, I can go to YouTube and watch it from there. So it's YouTube. Go to my channel. Hopefully that's not going to mess with the sound. Oh, let me mute my own sound a minute. Right, I've muted the speakers. Hopefully you can all still hear me, but I've muted the speakers. And hopefully not on camera to you, but onto me, I can see we have chat and some viewers. I haven't changed it off the top chat, have I? Let's put it on live chat. Where would it say if I had viewers? I'm sure it says somewhere when you do on here, doesn't it? Not on camera to you, but onto me, I can see 2 watching. There we go. Okay. Hopefully I can see chat, and I can see that, and then I can hopefully pull up TikTok and see if anyone wants to join me on there, as no one's chatting here. TikTok won't be able to see what I'm working on, but hopefully I can just chat to you guys anyway. It's been so long since I went live. How do we go live on TikTok. TikTok. See if anyone wants to join me on there, as no one's chatting here. TikTok won't be able to see what I'm working on, but hopefully I can just chat to you guys and hopefully people can see me on there as well now. And I think there's a way for me to see chats on that, hopefully. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's be fair, I often don't know what I'm doing, do I? But we will see. I don't know if I can angle my phone for people to actually see what I'm working on. People can see me on there as well now. I think there's a way for me to see chats on that, hopefully. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's be fair, I often don't know what I'm doing. Hopefully that's something people can see on TikTok as well now. Nobody wants to chat, so I'm all on my own, so I'm just going to get on with this. If you want to say hi, say hi. Because it says I've got 3 people watching on YouTube. Oh, and some people on TikTok. I can't see very well on people chatting on TikTok because of the angle, but we're just going to get on with scraping some of this off, and hopefully some people will come along and see. So it's been years since I've done these. I used to do these as a kid, and I saw them in the range and I wanted to have a go again, so we are going to have a go. Some people on TikTok, I can't see very well on people chatting on TikTok because of the angle, but we're just going to get on with scraping some of this off. A little getting used to again, but we will get there. So this is the first time I've done one in, I don't know, maybe 20 years or more. I don't know, can you see it? It is actually pink, but I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully people can see. Turn it around. So it seems to be kind of a shiny pink. Rather than a matte pink, so it's might be quite reflective for you guys to see, I'm not sure, but it's going to be fun to do anyway. I don't know if anyone said hi on anything, because I can't see anything, so I might still be on my own, but I don't care, I can just chat away. We can listen to just the scraping of this. I don't know, can you hear it? Don't know how they expected you to do this with the wooden one. I don't think I would like the wooden one. No, the wooden one's horrid. I'm glad I bought more and I've switched to this one. I think this is much better. But I think I might be on my own for most of it. No one's chatting. Don't know how they expected you to do this with the wooden one. I don't think I would like the wooden one. No. The wooden one's horrid. I'm glad I bought more and I've switched to this one. I think this is much better. I think I might be on my own for most of it. No one's chatting. Scotty. Hi, Scotty. Oh, yeah, I haven't done one of these in years, but I found them at the range and I wanted to give them a go again. So I'm so glad I have. It's a little different than when I was younger. This is quite a shiny one. I'll just show on there. Don't know if you can see that. Whereas they used to be quite matte when I done them. Scotty. Hi, Scotty. Oh, yeah, I haven't done one of these in so this is interesting. I am live on my YouTube and TikTok at the moment, which is why the angle is so terrible on my TikTok, because you're on my phone. I've had to tip my phone slightly so I can show you at least something, but it's a little off camera. Can I move the phone up a bit? There we go. Can you see that? I am live on my YouTube and TikTok at the moment. I haven't worked out how to do live on TikTok on my PC yet. So that you all see the same footage. So, at the moment we are just doing one, but I have to Google, see if there's a way. I've tried looking, but I haven't managed to find out how to do it yet. I haven't worked out how to do live on TikTok on my PC yet. It's going to be a very one-sided chat at this rate, but never mind. But I have to Google, see if there's a way. I've tried looking, but I haven't managed to find out how to do it yet. It's going to be a very one-sided chat at this rate, but never mind. I think we could do it a little brush to sweep out of the way, can't we? Let me see if I've got one in my drawer. I used to keep one beside me, but here we go. Got a little brush. It's for cleaning my keyboard, but it'll do the job. Sweep it out of the way. Definitely not onto my Wacom tablet. Yeah, it is mindfulness, isn't it? It's gorgeous and relaxing, which I'm enjoying. Oh, a little brush for cleaning the keyboard. Sorry if I'm missing anyone's chats. So for TikTok, you are at an odd angle, so it's kind of hard to see my phone. Yeah, it is mindfulness, isn't it? It's gorgeous and relaxing. And there's definitely a delay for the YouTube one, so I don't know if anyone's used OBS software, but is there a way for me to live stream TikTok through my computer on there? There's definitely a delay for the YouTube one, so I don't know if anyone's used OBS software, but is there a way for me to live stream TikTok? Can you guys hear the scraping sound? Is it okay, or is it not annoying? Because it's the first time I've done this particular craft on live, so I don't know what the sound's like. But there's the first leaf done. Can you guys hear the scraping sound? I just tidy up the edges a little. It's not annoying because it's the first time I've done this particular craft on live, so I don't know what it sounds like. I think that's as tidy as we're going to get it, but I don't think it's too bad. It is pink. The shine, especially on my camera for the YouTube, is giving it a thing, but I think the camera on my phone, you can see the angle better, the shine of the pink better. This brush is going to be coming in very handy, I think. It is pink. The shine, especially on my camera for YouTube, is giving it a thing, but I think the camera on my phone, you can see the angle better, the shine of the pink better. No one's commenting on YouTube today, they're all quiet. It says people are watching, but no one's commenting. So thank you for TikTok for actually commenting, so I know I'm not here alone. No one's commenting on YouTube today, they're all quiet. It says people are watching, but no one's commenting. So thank you for TikTok for actually commenting, so I know I'm not here alone. I don't know if you heard the door, but that's just my youngest heading off to work. I don't have my little hoover anymore, but I think I probably could have done with it for cleaning up on this, couldn't I? I used to have a little desk hoover that would hoover up any marks from when I was doing other crafts, like when I was pencil drawing and I had a razor mess, but gave up the ghost many years ago. I don't have my little hoover anymore, but I think I probably could have done with it for cleaning up on this, couldn't I? I used to have a little desk hoover that would hoover up any marks from when I was doing. Though obviously TikTok, this won't be up after it's gone live. You can find it on my YouTube channel. It will stay up on my YouTube channel. So if you want to rewatch it and maybe get a better angle view, you can just go on to the YouTube to watch them. Though obviously TikTok, this won't be up after it's gone live. You can find it on my YouTube channel. It will stay up on my YouTube channel. So if you want to rewatch it and maybe get a better angle view, you can just go on to the YouTube to watch them. Definitely not as neat as I used to be doing these, but it's still quite relaxing. Problem is I don't see so well anymore, so I can't quite see the edge properly. Definitely not as neat as I used to be doing these, but it's still quite relaxing. Problem is I don't see so well anymore. Can't quite see the edge properly. Please do feel free to ask me any questions so we can chat away if you like. Please do feel free to ask me any questions so we can chat away if you like. Try and do this without turning, but I'm going to have to turn it because I can't get around. I've never been one of those artists that can just draw from any angle. I have to turn the paper in order to get what I want drawn. And I know I'm not drawing this, I'm just scraping it, but it's the same process, you know. Try and do this without turning, but I'm going to have to turn it because I can't get around. I've never been one of those artists that can just draw from any angle. Don't know who is trying to join my live, but I'm not allowing people to join, sorry. I don't know random people joining my lives. Don't know who is trying to join my live, but I'm not allowing people to join. It's amazing the delay I see on the YouTube, because I've got that on a different screen so I can see who's watching. I don't know how much a delay is on TikTok, because obviously I've only got it on my phone. But hello to those who have come along. Watch me relearn how to do a craft I haven't done in like 20 years. I think it's actually longer than that. It might actually be more like 30 years. So I'm trying to remember the last time I'd done one. I don't actually remember. I know I did them a lot as a teenager. I'm sure I must have done some in my 20s. When I wasn't working or dealing with the kids. But I don't remember doing them, so it might be since I was a teenager, so we might be looking at 30 years since I've done one. I'm sure I must have done some in my 20s. When I wasn't working or dealing with the kids. But I don't remember doing them, so it might be since I was a teenager, so we might be looking at 30 years since I've done one. If you're not already a member, I do have a Facebook group for my YouTube channel, where I do monthly themes where people can take part and then win a prize. One person gets to win a prize each month. So if you want to know more about that, pop along to it's called Sonia Jones Group or you can just follow the stuff in my bio on my TikTok over to my YouTube channel, and then on my YouTube channel we have the links to my groups, so you can find me on there and you can see the videos that announce the monthly challenge each month, and then you just take part in that to be entered into the prize draw to win a prize each month. Entered into the prize draw to win a prize each month. So both TikTok and YouTube say I have people watching, but you're all very quiet. Feel free to say hello, because this is supposed to be a chatty one, but at the moment it's just me doing this on my own. Both TikTok and YouTube say I have people watching, but you're all very quiet. Feel free to say hello, because this is supposed to be a chatty one, but at the moment it's just me doing this on my own. It is looking really pretty. I really wish those on my up camera, because maybe if I turn the brightness of the camera off, does that help? I don't think that helps for the YouTube angle. You can sort of see a flash. If I move it, you can sort of see it's pink. I don't know why it needs to be moved for you to see, but it is pink under there. There's the one at the beginning. This is what we're working on, this one here. So it is a shiny pink. But we also have a koala and we have some fish that we can do later. Depending on how long this one takes, it might be a different live that I do, but we will do it at some point. And I have a whole bunch more of them in my craft room to do for other lives as well. There's the one at the beginning. This is what the plan is to do one per live, but it depends how long it takes. And how long, well, if a lot of people aren't chatting, then they won't do too much more than this one. And I have a whole bunch more of them in the craft room to do for other lives as well. Plan is to do one. Oh, hi Joe, is my voice going quiet? Let me. How long it takes? I turned the audio down because it seemed very loud on mine. A lot of people aren't chatting. How's that? Is the sound on it any better now? Not too much more than this one. And I have a whole bunch more of them playing with the audio because it took me a while to get the new camera audio off. So I was getting plans to do one. Oh, hi Joe, is my voice going quiet? Let me. Really annoying. I turned the audio down because it seemed very loud on mine. A lot of people aren't chatting. How's that? Is the sound on it any better now? Not too much. That sounds any better more than this one. And I have a whole bunch more of them playing with the audio because it took me a while to get the new camera audio off. So I was getting plans to do one. Oh, hi Joe, is my voice going quiet? Let me. Really annoying. I turned the audio down because it seemed very loud on mine. A lot of people aren't chatting. How's that? Is the sound on it any better now? It's really complicated getting more than this one. And I have a whole bunch more of them playing with the audio because otherwise it took me a while to get the new camera audio off. So I was getting plans to do one. Oh, hi Joe, is my voice going quiet? Let me. Really annoying. I turned the audio down because it seemed very loud on mine. A lot of people aren't chatting. How's that? Is the sound on it any better now? It's really complicated getting more than this one. And I have a whole bunch more of them playing with the audio because otherwise it took me a while to get the new camera audio off. So I was getting plans to do one. Oh, hi Joe, is my voice going quiet? Let me. Really annoying. I turned the audio down because it seemed very loud on mine. A lot of people aren't chatting. How's that? Is the sound on it any better now? It's really complicated getting more than this one. And I have a whole bunch more of them playing with the audio because otherwise it took me a while to get the new camera audio off. So I was getting plans to do. Oh, hi Joe, is my voice going quiet? Let me. Really annoying. I turned the audio down because it seems very loud on mine. A lot of people are chatting an echo, so maybe only. How's that? Does it sound on it any better now? It's really complicated getting better than this one. And I have a whole bunch of chats and playing with the audio. Is that any better? It took me a while to get the new camera audio off. So I was getting plans to do. Oh, hi Joe, is my voice going quiet? Let me. Really annoying. I turned the audio down because it seems very loud on mine. A lot of people are chatting an echo, so maybe only. How's that? Does it sound on it any better now? It's really complicated getting better than this one. And I have a whole bunch of chats and playing with the audio. Is that any better? It took me a while to get the new camera audio off. So I was getting plans to do. Oh, hi Joe, is my voice going quiet? Let me. Really annoying. I turned the audio down because it seems very loud on mine. A lot of people are chatting an echo, so maybe only. How's that? Does it sound on it any better now? It's really complicated getting better than this one. And I have a whole bunch of chats and playing with the audio. Is that any better? It took me a while to get the new camera audio off. So I was getting plans to do. Oh, hi Joe, is my voice going quiet? Let me. Really annoying. I turned the audio down because it seems very loud on mine. A lot of people are chatting an echo, so maybe only. How's that? Does it sound on it any better now? It's really complicated getting better than this one. And I have a whole bunch of chats and playing with the audio. Is that any better? It took me a while to get the new camera audio off. So I was getting plans to do. Oh, hi Joe, is my voice going quiet? Let me. Really annoying. I turned the audio down because it seems very loud on mine. A lot of people are chatting an echo, so maybe only. How's that? Does it sound on it any better now? It's really complicated getting better than this one. And I have a whole bunch of chats and playing with the audio. Is that any better? It took me a while to get the new camera audio off. So I was getting plans to do. Oh, hi Joe, is my voice going quiet? Let me. Really annoying. I turned the audio down because it seems very loud on mine. A lot of people are chatting an echo, so maybe only. How's that? Okay, so now you're hearing nothing. I might turn that off. Oh, hi Joe, is my voice going quiet? Let me. What about now? Can you hear anything? Just hearing the same thing over and over again on a loop. Let's turn that back down. You're going to hear some feedback in a minute because I'm just about to put my sound. Hell of a delay, I'm noticing that. Right, okay, let's try this one. Are we getting anywhere with this one? I don't know what's going on with the sound. Let's test it, see if it's doing anything. Okay, so I think I might have found the one that's working. Test it, see if it's doing anything. Just waiting for it to catch up, just in case there's any issues again. Okay, so there looks to be about a 2-minute delay, maybe 1.5 minute delay between the sound, but hopefully we are good. So I'm muting my computer and hopefully that will stay good. So for me at the moment it is 3:33. So let me know when you get that sound, Joe. I always mess up with new equipment, don't I? I never get it right. Yes, about a minute delay, so that's what's a pain. But how is the sound now, Joe? Is it good? Have we found the one that works? What I might have to do for the next one is attach the separate mic that I have and see how that works. So I do have a standalone mic, so maybe that would give us better sound. Yeah, perfect, awesome. Okay, so for future reference I have my laptop camera sound on, not the desktop audio sound. I have to remember that. There's like 5 different settings for sound in this software and I never know which one's which. But how are you anyway, Joe? Actually, what I'm thinking about, Joe, I could pull up that red fade set for you. So this is the red fade set. So I hope that'd be alright for you. I'm definitely going to have to hoover my desk. I don't think you can, I think maybe you can see some of it here, but it is covered now. Should have guessed it would be. But this is quite good fun. It's really interesting to see the colours you guys are seeing on the YouTube camera compared to what my phone camera is showing for the TikTok viewers. They're getting the actual pink that it is, but you guys are getting more like a white blue type thing from reflection. These were a bargain at the range. I don't know if you have a range near you, Joe, but there was a whole bunch of them in there. I don't know if you were here when I showed this particular pack. Comes with these ones. But it comes with this annoying wooden thing that's useless. So I recommend buying one of their other packs that has the proper thing, this in it. So then you can just use that one on the ones that have the rubbish wooden sticks. I honestly don't know how they expect you to do anything with that wooden one. Yeah, these are so relaxing. I did them as a kid, and then I haven't done them. I thought at first it was about 20 years, but I think it might actually be 30 years since I last did one. And it's just so relaxing to do. I think for some people, they might not like it because of the scraping sound, but I quite like the scraping sound. I don't know how well you can hear the scraping sound. But you definitely have to be prepared for a lot of dust. Yeah, no, these are really good. Let me go grab the other ones I got a minute, and I can show you the other ones I've got, all from the range. So this is the one that I've nicked the pen out of, because it's so much better. Well, I don't know what you call it. It's not really a pen because you don't write with it, but you know what you do, this scratchy thing. So this one, you can buy each one of these individual as big ones, but I bought the triple pack. So we've got the lion, we've got the wolf, and we've got a sloth. And then this one we have unicorn, phoenix, and dragon, which I can't wait to do. That one looks good. And again, that comes with the proper scraper, so that one's really good. And then this one, I've not done one like this before because it has these bold colours on it. And it's got this girl, and then it's got good vibes only, and then it's got this alien one. And they have like this, like that, which I've not done one like that before, so it's going to be really interesting. And this seems to be some kind of plastic etch tool. I've not opened it yet, so I might actually use this on this one as well, but I don't know. But it looks good. But they were all a really good price in the range, so I just grabbed them. They had a whole bunch of other ones. I think they had some dog ones as well, so you might enjoy the dog ones. But I definitely don't recommend using the wooden thing because it's really hard to get any precision on. The picture shows that it's got a point, but it hasn't. You see that, there's no point on it, so it's not particularly high precision work, and you have to press quite hard to get out, so I don't like that. So yeah, make sure you get one with one of these. But once you've had one of these, then you can get the other ones with the wood, and it doesn't matter because you can just keep using it. Yeah, they had quite a few there, Joe, so I think you should be able to find quite a few you'll like. I'm going to go back for some more once I've got through these ones. But I bought them specifically to do while we were doing live chats, so that I had something that people could see while I was chatting away. So, these should keep me a while, keep me going. Depending on how many lives I do, obviously. With no stalls in May, I should be able to go live most weeks. Now that I have a camera that does seem to focus better than the last one. I think it's focusing much better. It does seem to have a little fun with the lighting, I'm noticing. So I might have a play with the lighting for next live. Close the curtains beside me and try to have a bit more control of the lighting with some actual setup lights. But I don't think it's doing too bad a job for the focus. Definitely better than my old camera. I have to keep remembering to check my TikTok because I'm live on there too, but people have stopped chatting on there now. It's weird, my TikTok ones are like my YouTube. I seem to be hit or miss. Sometimes I have loads of people come along and sometimes it's hardly anyone. And sometimes people turn up but they never chat, so they're just there watching. So I talk to myself or I forget to talk and just go silent. Yeah, definitely a quiet month for me, Joe, so I'm really looking forward to just relaxing. It's my birthday this month as well. And because of all the bank holidays, my Monday night groups can't use the cafe on a bank holiday because they close early, which means I actually only have 2 Mondays this month that I can do my group. And one of those Mondays, the first one, the 15th, is my birthday, so I'm not doing my group on that day. So we only get one meetup for my in real life craft group this month. It's going to be really weird, but it's giving me a nice break because other than a board game group that I go to up the road on Wednesdays, I don't have much on this month, so it's going to be really nice just to relax and do any craft I fancy. I've been working on the weaving on the loom that I took to the cookie fair with me. I don't know if you've seen the footage of that. Oh, you would have seen the post I put up in the group, change group photo. That's what I'm currently working on my bigger loom. And that's coming along really nicely now. I'm really excited to see what that looks like when it's finished. It's the first time I've used lace weight on that loom. So I don't know how long it's going to take me. It definitely takes me longer than the DK weight ones, which I can do in one day. But these lace weights take a lot longer to do. But it's going to be worth it because it's going to be so pretty at the end. Yeah, I did suggest to some of them that I have a small meet-up at my place. I haven't got room for a lot of people. But most of them said that bank holidays they actually manage to plan other events with their families so they can actually go and visit family, so they're not around for it anyway, so I don't think they mind too much that we're having a lot less groups this month. It's a little annoying that I had a whole bunch of new people join the group just as we're going into the month that has only one meetup instead of weekly, but hopefully they'll just come along in June instead. I think we're about to test how my precision is because we're going to attempt to do the parrot. Then do that there. Just check no one's commented on. Nope. need to find a better way of doing my YouTube. You can't see it on the, not YouTube, my TikTok videos angle. I don't know. This is going to be really tricky. Really fine. With my eyesight, I don't think I'm going to get every single dot exactly right, but I think we should get a reasonable closeness, I think. I don't know if you can see that on there. Shall we see? Will it focus? It might be too close to focus. But it's quite fiddly. Turn it around so I can see what I'm doing. I hope my head's not getting in the way too much on the camera. It's a problem if I look up to see if my head's in the way, I'm in a different angle, so I can't tell if it's in the way. Definitely didn't have these quite so fiddly when I was a kid. Definitely wouldn't have been able to do this precision with that wooden stick. It would never have happened. Thanks, Joe. I think I'm going to need all the good luck I can get with the parrot. Might do that big hair, coloured hair one next time round, so we'll have so much precision in it. I don't know how well you can see how the parrot's going, because it just keeps shining the wrong colour on you guys, but I will try to show it in a minute. Definitely not being on the white lines every time, but it doesn't matter. It's artistic interpretation, isn't it? Yeah, though the dog ones and some of the other ones definitely didn't have quite such fine detailing on. To be honest, I didn't look close enough to notice that it had this fiddly bit, otherwise I probably wouldn't have picked it myself. Because I have enough trouble doing fiddly bits with my hands and I don't have arthritis in them. My watch is trying to tell me it's time to stand. Can you see how it's going? The angle is definitely difficult to show you, but it's not going too bad. I've certainly done worse over the years, so. I'm not doing very good at chatting while I'm doing this, am I? My brain can't handle chatting and doing precision stuff anymore. It's like one or the other. Yeah, this is hurting my hand. There's definitely no way this would be good for your hands, Joe. It's getting there. Can you see that? Certainly not terrible. Let's try to show it to the TikTok camera. There we go. Shockingly, there is still someone viewing me on TikTok, even with this bad angle. YouTube is definitely the better setup at the moment. I don't know how the ones who do they must have like a separate phone that they can hang up or something to work as the camera for them. I'm actually impressed that my phone hasn't dinged. Usually if I try to use my phone for anything, somebody phones, so I don't usually use it, which is why I don't go live on TikTok very often. One day I'll work out how to do it on my computer, and then they'll have a better angle as well. I waste too much time on TikTok, I tell you. There's some really awesome creative people on TikTok. You know, Joe, that would be a really good plan to give myself a break from the parrots and go back to the leaves. My problem is, I'm stubborn. And I just keep going and work through the pain, which is not a good thing to do, and something my pain clinic told me off for doing. So I know better, but I'm a stupid, stubborn person who just carries on going. But almost done now. Oh, that's some perfect timing there, Joe. Hello, Eddie. Hope you're being a good boy. All tired out. I honestly don't know how you keep up with all your dogs, Joe. You have so many pets. I'm tired just thinking about it. A therapist once said to me I should get a dog to go out for walks to help with my agoraphobia. It's like, that was not a good plan. I'm afraid of dogs. We're not allowed pets at this place anyway, but even if we were, I wouldn't be able to do that. There we go. Not perfect, but I don't think it's too bad. You can see I definitely didn't stick to the lines. But I got most of the lines, I think. So, but yeah, let's do another leaf, shall we? Should we go down here and do some bottom leaves? Let's do some of these, nice and big, not so much precision. What's your trick? You're lovely and quiet. Do you just wear them all out on the walk? And does that work on kids? Have to be fair, mine are now so much older, they're off at work, so it's very quiet here because Duncan's upstairs in the office at work, so probably doing boring phone calls and website design and whatever else it is he's doing today. Not website design, email designs. So it's just me. This is why I like going live, because otherwise I sit in silence on my own all day. I mean, I don't have to be in silence. I could talk to myself all day, which that's essentially what I do here anyway. But at least I've got an excuse to talk to myself if I'm live on YouTube and TikTok. I think people might frown if I just start talking to myself without an actual reason. Don't think it would go down well, do you? Everyone's very quiet today. I'm hoping Lorna's alright. Lona, sorry. Lona. I have to keep reminding myself. I'm hoping she's okay. I know she's got a lot going on at the moment. So hopefully she'll be able to make it live again soon. But hopefully she'll be able to watch this on catch up. Yeah, so Charlie must be getting to the age where he just wants to go out and hang with his mates, I would have thought at this point. I'm trying to remember. I can't quite remember how old he is, but I think he's getting to that sort of age, isn't he, to hang out with his mates instead of hanging at home. My youngest has started doing that now. I mean, he's just turned 18, but he was never one to go out and about because he didn't like hanging around at the park because the kids at the park annoyed him. He has a very low tolerance for idiocy, so he didn't really go out, but now he's been going out with his work mates and his college mates. Often after college, him and his college mates actually go to the local golf putting green and they play there because he has to travel to Chippenham for his college every day, and so it's really nice to see him going out and about. That means that I'm on my own even longer during the day. But he's at work today, not college. He's headed off to work, so he won't be back until I'm asleep probably, because he doesn't finish until, I think he's officially supposed to finish mostly at 11, but he usually ends up staying on later, either actually working or just chatting with his mates. And then my oldest, he doesn't finish until gone midnight, so I very rarely see him during the day, because he sleeps in the mornings, because obviously he doesn't get back until really late or really early hours in the morning, and then by the time he comes out of his room, it's usually just to get food before heading off to work again. He doesn't really come out of his room very much. He's not the most chatty person, my oldest. I think I've spoke more to my middle son through text message, not actual speaking, in the last few days than I speak to him any other time. He's on holiday in Greece. And he keeps sending me all these lovely photos. I'm super jealous. But normally I barely hear from him unless he wants something, and he's been sending me messages quite a lot, which is really nice. Oh, he's 16 next month. Yeah, definitely time to be out with his mates then, isn't it? Don't want to hang around with the parent folk once they get to that age, do they? Yeah, I have to admit, I do enjoy watching, I binge watch a lot of shows. Yesterday, while I was waiting in all day, literally all day, I got up at 8, because you have to ring the doctors at 8, to attempt to get a same day appointment. You're not allowed to book in advance. And so, they said they'd have a doctor phone me, and he didn't phone until 6:30 last night. So I spent the whole day crafting and watching a box set. I don't know if you've seen it on Netflix, the swear word, Son and the Devil himself. So the B steward, Son and the Devil himself. I found out after I started watching it, they actually counted it after one season, so I've actually watched the whole thing now, but I binge watched the entire thing in one day while waiting for the doctor to call yesterday. I need to have that doctor basically tell me that all my symptoms and all my problems are untreated anxiety, and you come in and have an examination, but we should get you treated for anxiety. It's like, yeah, that's just bull. Typical doctor's response of make the woman feel like they're either too fat or having a mental health issue. I mean, yes, I have anxiety, but it's not the thing causing all my symptoms. I've got to go and see him on Wednesday next week, so we will see what he says. I'm hoping to be able to take Duncan in with me, and then maybe he won't be so dismissive of my problems. Otherwise I'm going to have to pay private. Yeah, I quite enjoyed the show. It wasn't as good as I was hoping. I can see why it got cancelled after one season. I would certainly have watched the second season. But I'm guessing it didn't get quite as many views as they were hoping. But I've been trying to find some other shows to watch. Because I keep running out of shows. Because they either, the season's already up, or they've been cancelled, so there's no more seasons. So if you have any good show recommendations on either Netflix, Prime TV, or Disney Plus, please do let me know. We did have Apple TV, but I think that's now run out, so I don't have that anymore. We got the Sky VIP. They give you a thing each month or so. We got the Apple TV free on Sky TV for, I think it was 3 months, I can't remember now. So I'm hoping they do that again at some point, and then we can get Apple TV again. I try to avoid going to the doctors if I can, because I know that I'm just going to get dismissed. It's happened so many times that I just don't go unless I really have to, but I'm trying to get a doctor to agree to send me to a neurologist for testing for MS. But the guy yesterday, he literally lied to me and said that none of my symptoms are MS related and they're anxiety related. Whereas if you look up on the NHS website, on the MS Society, pretty much anywhere you look up about MS symptoms. I have a whole, but all my symptoms fit within those categories, and he basically said nope, it's anxiety. So not impressed. He said that none of the symptoms I have meet MS symptom. It's like literally they all do. Even the NHS website says so. And to say none of them are like that, considering I have ME, that's why I've been diagnosed with ME, as you know, Jay. And ME and MS have a whole bunch of symptoms that cross over, which is why they often get misdiagnosed as each one. To say that none of the things I have can be MS would mean none of them would be ME, which makes no sense whatsoever. I think what's more annoying is I joined this surgery because part of their thing was that you get to see the same doctor every time. But since COVID, you don't get to go in and see a doctor unless they've had a phone call with you and they decide that you have to go in for an examination, which is what I'm going in for next week. But all the phone calls I've had have been with a different doctor each time, and none of them know my medical history. So to just dismiss my concerns as anxiety, when if he'd followed any of my medical history, he'd know that I know the difference between anxiety and other health problems, because I've been experiencing them for years. Which is actually one of his arguments, it couldn't possibly be MS because I've been having them for years. I was like, yeah, because people don't have MS for years. That's that one done. That was much simpler than TikTok. I have so much of this stuff all over my desk now, it's hilarious. I think you can see it marking around my mouse. You can see it all there. It's just so much of it. We have to hoover up. I love my mouse. It's an upright mouse, isn't it cool? Because it's much better for these sort of hands. You have it this way instead of that way, so it's better on your wrist. I got that when I was studying as part of my student disability support. I'd never heard of one before, and I'll tell you something, it was the best thing they could ever have got me. Duncan actually dropped the original one and broke it, so I made him buy me a new one. Right, what should I do next? Should we do these little spurts of glass down here? Yeah, I don't know many people actually get in to see the doctor physically anymore, because it's just like telephone appointments only unless you have no choice. Which is ridiculous, because some things can't be done over the telephone. But it was lovely to chat with you, Jay, and I will get your mini skein set off in the post tomorrow, hopefully. Say hi to Neil for me. And yes, I'll pop the finished picture up on the group so that you can see it once it's done. Which I may not finish on the live, I may finish the live and finish it off after. It's taken a lot longer than I expected, because we've been going for an hour and 14 minutes already. And that is the front door of delivery. Oh, I bet that's Duncan's woodworking tools just arriving. So he's got a lot of tools arriving for doing his woodwork. He's been waiting for them to arrive, and he's had no tracking details sent through, so he didn't know when they were coming. Definitely missed the line there, didn't I? So, YouTube and TikTok say people are watching me, but you're all being rather quiet. See you, Joe, and let me know once you've got the yarn to make sure it arrives safely, though I will have tracking on it, so I should be able to give you the tracking so you know when to expect it. For a delivery, they're being very, very quiet. One of my external hard drives just fired up. Wonder why that's done that. Definitely impressed with these. I think they are a little harder to do than when I was a kid. Seems to take a little more pull and drag to get the paint off. I don't think it took so much effort to remove the extra layer when I was a kid. Maybe I just don't remember so much and I'm old and can't do it so well anymore. My hand's hurting. The question is, do I carry on and try to do one of these flamingos, or should I stop because my hands are getting quite painful? You're not chatting, but there's still a few people watching apparently, so let's do a flamingo and see where we go from there, shall we? I think I might have just accidentally sent an invite to someone. I hope not. If I did, I'm sorry. Just pressing on the screen trying to work out how to work my YouTube one, and I couldn't work out what I was doing. I don't know what I'm doing on these things. So if I sent you an invite, I apologise. You can sort of see the pink if I put my hands there for the lighting, can't you? It's just very hard. But it is being done. Let's dull the light, see if that helps. It's very hard to catch the pink for this camera, but it is there. I think I definitely can't do this in one session because it's just too much for my hands. It's getting quite painful to do this. So I may not get this whole flamingo finished before I sign off. Just means I'll leave it for the next live session and we'll carry it on then. That's my front door again. I wonder who that is this time. It might still be the delivery guy. He might have found another box. I think I'm going to call it quits there, people, because my hand is really getting quite bad. So I'm going to go. Thank you for those who have been watching, even if you haven't been chatting. And we will finish this off on a different day. So I will see